Okay, but if you've already wrapped up the wild card, one of the two spots, going into that Cleveland series, I would finagle it where I could pitch Max, Strassi, and Corbin in the wild card game. I don't want anybody.
I have no problem with that.
I don't want any of those guys in the bullpen unless it's Hudson. I don't want anybody else seeing that field.
I don't disagree with you.
So if it takes Strasburg for 3 innings, Max for 3, and Corbin for 3, or 4-3-2, depending on how the starter works out, I don't want anybody coming out of that bullpen besides Hudson.
What on a scale of 1 to 10?
Scale
Scale of 1 to 10. Yeah. I mean, just 10 being uber confident, like Mariano Rivera level. How do you feel about Doolittle at this point?
I don't want him out there either.
So what would he be? A 5? 5 out of 10? How confident you are in?
Oh, 1.
A 1.
I'm not confident in anybody.
Wander Suero.
0.
Rainey.
0. Strickland, 0.
Hudson.
Rodney, 0. Hudson's been fine.
He's a 6 or a 7.
I could see Hudson. I mean, depending on those guys holding a 1-run lead or a tie game. I just don't. So it's all about getting past the wild card, win the wild card, get yourself to a best of 5, and I would throw my best 3 pitchers, and those are the starters. That's what I would do.
I have a little bit more faith in those guys. I mean, because I've seen them close games. They've closed tight games. They've also blown them. I mean, they're like 50-50.
Suero's a hit or miss.
But like Rodney gets killed. But Rodney's done a good job, half the time. He's not there every time. He's 42 years old. But, he gets slaughtered. He's had moments where he's been clutch for them. So I kind of like to defend Rodney just because I think it's a little bit unfair.
Yeah, but the stats speak for themselves.
They are what they are.
Yeah, I can't defend any of those guys.
I mean, they're 50-50.
For me, it's all about getting past the wild card.
That's what they are.
Win the wild card game and then figure it out from there. But I want my best 3 guys on the mound for that game.
I think it's a little extreme,
especially as hot as the Brewers have been hitting the ball.
Yeah.
I don't feel confident with any
I
of
just
guys.
don't know that you're going to be able to do that with Strauss. He's such a picky whiner.
I'm just saying if it was me.
Well, he might be the starter.
If he's a starter, that might work.
I
think you can bring in Max at any time.
My guess is he starts. I think Strasburg is going to be the starter in the wild card game. You can bring in.
Gotta look at how it matches up.
You can bring in Corbin and you can bring in Max.
Yeah, I want at least 2 of those guys pitching.
The way it's going right now, Strauss is lined up to start.
Unless it's 8-1 in the 5th, then you don't have to. You can go to your pen. But if it's 3-2, 2-1, 2-2.
But even 8-1 and you go to the pen and they come and allow 3 or 4 runs, game gets tight all of a sudden. You don't want that scenario either.
Yeah,
I mean, look, Suero's got an ERA of 4.7. I heard that was his 6th blown save.
Mm-hmm. They're like, I'm telling you.
Throws gas 4.17. Rodney, 4.55. I mean,
they're like 50%. They are what they are. They're about 50%.
Strickland's at 5.3. ERA.
I know.
It's unusual. He's ever since Strickland took that paternity leave. Go back to that.
How long was he out?
It was like 2 or 3 days. But ever since he came back from that paternity leave, he hasn't been the same.
Yeah.
Now, it's not a huge sample size, but still.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I know it's difficult to keep those guys all fresh, but in a 1-game playoff, I just want my best guys out there.
The only way they're going to be able to advance, and I've said it for weeks, is they're going to have to just have huge leads. And they're just going to have the bats are just going to have to come to life, and it's going to be sort of out of the ordinary playoff scenario where they score a ton of runs against everyone's aces.
Yeah.
50-50.
Likely to be the starter for the Brewers?
I'd have to look at the rotation. I mean, it could be Davies. It could be Woodruff. Maybe Chase Anderson. I have no idea. None of those guys really blow you away. They've just been killing the ball.
Well, I can tell you who they have lined up if they don't adjust it. If they don't adjust it right now, Lyles maybe. Does that make sense?
I think their starting rotation is Davies, Anderson, Hauser, and Woodruff, and I don't know who Lyles is.
Well, Lyles is after Hauser, then Anderson. So Hauser pitches the way they have it now, the last regular season game, and the last time around, it looks like Lyles would pitch after Hauser, but they could adjust it.
Now, who are they playing again in the last 8?
They have Cincinnati for 3, and then they have Colorado for 3.
All right, and are those games away?
All away.
Okay, all right. Well, that helps a little bit. Look, again, I know Davey's not going to do that, but if my goal is just to get through that one game, I want my best guys out there.
I don't have any problem bringing Max out of the pen. And I don't know, maybe even Corbin. I don't know.
Yeah, you can just worry about the rotation going forward after that. You just have to get past that first game.
I worry about that afterwards.
That's what you should be worried about.
Yeah. So Corbin goes tonight, right? And then who are they going to pitch in the second game of the first game of the doubleheader tomorrow? Have they announced that yet?
No, I think it's open.
Okay.
At least it is on ESPN, I think.
So I would say if I don't have to pitch Scherzer on Sunday, he's not pitching. I mean, if it's already been locked up, I'm going to save him for the wild card.
Yeah, but to start,
either or.
I think you're better off starting Strauss.
Okay,
and then if he struggles, then you bring in Max.
I just want Strassi and Scherzer available that day for that wild card game.